Hi, my name is Antoine and I'm a shamanic healer and a ceremonialist. And I thought I'd keep making these little videos to possibly help people who are interested in what shamanism is, also what animism is, in establishing their own relationship to the natural world, and possibly in helping them in their own healing journey, because that is what shamanism is about, mostly. So I thought I'd make something to explain the difference between shamanism and animism. This is by no means a definitive definition of things. This is my own understanding of it. I won't go too much into the historical background and cultural background of various forms of shamanism in this video, maybe in another one. But I thought I might clarify, or maybe help clarify, some aspects of what shamanism is and what animism is. So animism is, you could say, a relationship to the living world, to the natural world and the spirits of nature. You can find that approach or form of spirituality, you could say, also all around the world. It's been everywhere, and it still is everywhere, and it actually underlies, it's probably the oldest form of not exactly religion, but of spirituality. And it still underlies quite a lot of traditions. Some of them have evolved into something where it's very difficult to find the animistic roots, but if you actually really look, you will find them. And other traditions have stayed entirely animistic, or mostly animistic to this day, in some parts of Asia, of Africa, and obviously in many shamanistic cultures, or cultures which have a shamanistic aspect to them. So animism is, you could say, experiencing, so it's not a concept, the world as a living being, and as a network, a family, maybe family is not quite the right word, but of interacting living beings. And of course we are beings who are part of this network, and we have a spirit also. We have a physical body, we also have a spirit. So both our physical body and our spirit can interact with this natural world and the beings in the natural world. So to make it really simple to start with, anyone can, even without speaking of spirits, anyone can experience a part of a woodland or a mountain as just a background, a backdrop, a kind of inanimate kind of background to what you are doing, or as something alive. And if you do take time, you will eventually start feeling that this place where you are, walking, sitting, is alive. And without even speaking of spirits yet, you will see and feel and experience through your senses that the trees are moving, the trees are alive with all kinds of creatures, that they have an environment around them of certain plants and not other plants, that their shade is actually producing something for certain beings, or their roots are producing other things. So just by being quiet and silent, you will start experiencing that this is alive. Now you can, through this experience, which I've talked about a little bit in the previous video, which was more on a healing aspect, through silence and being concave, being hollow, you'll start experiencing deeper levels, and that's one of the keys of that aliveness of a tree, of plants, of the ground where you are. Eventually, one can experience the spirit with all its colors and aliveness and joy and emotions, some of them similar to our own, some of them very different. And the individuality also of all those beings. And they might come to you or be experienced in all kinds of ways. Some of them might be visions, and there's a strong emphasis on vision when everyone speaks about shamanism or animism, but that's not the only way. It is an important way, but it's not the only way. And vision is not just images. Vision is a whole download. That's not a very nice word. Gestalt, a whole package. It's not nice either, but of meaning. Something is within that vision. It's conveyed to you and to your heart and to your body and to your soul, to your spirit. So vision is not just images. And even if you don't have vision, you can experience all this meaning and relationship through various senses or through a blending of senses, etc. I'll come back on this later when maybe we look more into practices. So animism is really experiencing, well, first considering that it's possible, but then experiencing that everything is alive. And it's many traditions have established ways of interacting with beings in order to maintain or restore balance of the human between the human being and nature. So it's a very ancient, also ecological, in this widest and most profound sense, way of interacting with nature. So we can, through this relationship, we can feel when we're out of balance, we can find ways to restore balance, and most of all we can listen to the spirits of nature to learn from them where we are out of balance and how to restore it. Those spirits of nature are of course spirits of rocks, of animals, of the ground itself, of plants, of rivers. Water spirits are a very important family of spirits, and maybe I'll do another video on that. Everything is alive, and so